Chosen one, if you've been waiting too long, this Saturday will explain everything. What you thought was delay was actually divine design. It wasn't just luck, it was a strategy of nature, shaping you, protecting you, and preparing you for a destiny bigger than you imagined. This message isn't for everyone. It's for those who know deep down they were chosen for something greater. You felt it in the struggle, you felt it in the silence, and now the reason behind your wait is about to be revealed. Chosen one, once you know this secret, you'll never look back. Because the truth is, the wait was not wasted, it was sacred. And this Saturday, the shift begins. If you're ready to claim it, type 777 in the comments right now, because that number carries divine alignment, completion, and breakthrough. Let's get started. Chosen one, listen closely. Your wait was never empty. It was sacred training, designed with precision, carved with divine intention. You may have thought the delays meant you were forgotten, overlooked, or even cursed. But in truth, while others rushed ahead chasing instant results, you were being set apart for something far greater. Every unanswered prayer, every door that slammed shut, every moment you had to sit in silence while others celebrated, that was not punishment. It was preparation. This Saturday, a realization will dawn upon you. You'll begin to notice that situations which once drained your spirit no longer have the power to shake you. The things that used to frustrate you, break you down, or tempt you to give up, they will roll off you like water sliding off a stone. And when that moment comes, remember this: the wait wasn't meant to crush you, it was meant to carve you into someone unstoppable. Think of gold. Before it shines, before it dazzles in the marketplace, it must endure fire. The flames strip away every impurity, every weakness, until only pure brilliance remains. Your waiting season was your fire. It burned away the doubts, it melted off the fears, it exposed the false supports you leaned on, forcing you to depend only on the divine within you. And though it was painful, that fire made you stronger, strong enough to carry blessings that might have crushed a weaker version of you, strong enough to face storms without losing hope, strong enough to step into this Saturday prepared, not fragile, but fortified. Chosen one, this strength you carry is not just spiritual, it's practical too. Through the waiting, you've learned how to handle setbacks with grace. You've discovered how to move forward even when results didn't come instantly. You've trained yourself to walk in faith when logic screamed otherwise. And that endurance, that unshakable resilience, is going to set you apart from everyone else around you. This weekend, don't be surprised if an opportunity comes that demands persistence. Others may hesitate, complain, or crumble under the pressure. But not you. You'll rise because you've already mastered the art of standing tall when nothing seems certain. Your training in the shadows prepared you for the spotlight. Remember those long nights when you questioned everything, when you wondered why the divine was silent? Those nights weren't wasted. They were lessons in trust, lessons in patience, lessons in believing that unseen hands were working even when you saw nothing moving. And this Saturday, the reward of that unseen labor begins to reveal itself. The delay was not a prison cell, chosen one, it was a classroom. Every setback was a teacher. Every disappointment was a test. Every pause was a practice ground for your soul. And now, you're graduating. This Saturday is the moment where the tassel turns, where the chapter shifts, where the teacher says, "You've passed the exam." Think of it like training for a marathon. No runner just wakes up one morning and sprints 20 miles. They prepare. They stretch their endurance over weeks and months, until their body can handle the challenge. That's exactly what your waiting season did for you. It stretched your spirit, expanded your faith, and built a resilience that will allow you to run the race ahead without collapsing halfway. So this Saturday, stand tall. Walk with the quiet confidence of someone who knows the delay was divine design. You didn't lose time. You gained strength. You didn't waste energy. You built endurance. And now, the very muscles of faith you grew in the waiting will carry you straight into victory. Chosen one, never forget this truth. The delay was not your downfall. It was your preparation for destiny. And this Saturday, destiny arrives. Chosen one, lean in, because this truth may change how you see everything you've been through. Your delays weren't random. They weren't accidents. They weren't even punishments. They were divine shields. If you had received what you were praying for too soon, it could have ruined you. The wrong people might have drained your energy, stolen your blessings, or led you down roads that looked promising but ended in disaster. Wrong timing could have turned what seemed like a gift into a heavy burden. But heaven saw what you couldn't see. The divine closed certain doors, not to hurt you, but to keep you safe. This Saturday, something inside you will click. Suddenly, you'll begin to look back and understand why those doors stayed locked, why that opportunity slipped away, why that person walked out of your life without warning. Those moments of disappointment were never rejection. They were redirection. They were divine detours, leading you away from danger you didn't even know existed. Imagine this. A child demands car keys before learning how to drive. The parent, out of love, says, "Not yet." The child may cry, complain, even accuse the parent of being unfair. But the truth is, the parent isn't being cruel. They're being protective. They know that granting the request too soon would bring harm, not freedom. Chosen one, the same was true for you. The divine wasn't saying no, it was saying not yet. Because the blessings you've been asking for aren't meant to destroy you, they're meant to elevate you. And for them to elevate you, the timing had to be right. This weekend, you may suddenly see certain past losses in a brand new light. The people who ghosted you, the jobs that didn't call you back, the relationships that ended so abruptly you thought your heart would never heal. None of those were failures. They were divine protections. Think about it. If you had stayed in that relationship, maybe you never would have discovered your worth. If you had taken that job, maybe you would have been trapped in a place that drained your spirit. If you had gotten what you asked for, maybe it would have tied you to the wrong environment, keeping you from the destiny prepared for you. Every no was actually a not this way. Every delay was actually a shield. Every ending was secretly the beginning of something safer, better, stronger. And this Saturday, expect confirmation. Watch how people who once pulled away suddenly reveal their true colors through their actions or words. Notice how something that once broke your heart now feels like relief. Pay attention to the signs, because alignment is forming. What once felt like protection through subtraction is now turning into addition. You're being connected with the right people, the right opportunities, and the right timing. Chosen one. The wait was never about keeping you stuck. It was about keeping you safe. Safe from betrayal. Safe from premature breakthroughs. Safe from blessings turning into burdens. So the next time you think back on all the unanswered prayers, all the doors that never opened, remember this. Heaven wasn't ignoring you. It was shielding you. This Saturday is your chance to see that shield clearly, to realize the delays weren't punishment. They were divine love in disguise. And now that the traps have been avoided and the wrong doors closed, get ready, because the right doors are about to swing wide open. Chosen one, never forget, the wait wasn't punishment, it was protection. And this weekend, that truth will finally be revealed. Chosen one, let this sink in. Your destiny was never meant to unfold in isolation. The universe does not move through one person alone. It works through connections, through alignments, through the people who are strategically placed on your path. And sometimes, the reason you had to wait so long is because the people assigned to walk with you, to bless you, or to stand beside you weren't ready yet. This is the truth many overlook. You see, while you were being shaped, tested, and prepared, others were going through their own journeys. The person who will open a door for you may have been locked in their own struggles months ago. The mentor who will pour wisdom into you may have needed to heal before they could guide you. The friend who will stand beside you in victory may have needed to grow before they could be strong enough to support you. The wait was never just about you, it was also about them. Think of life as a grand orchestra. A symphony doesn't sound beautiful if one instrument plays out of tune or out of rhythm. Every piece has to be in perfect timing. If the violin enters too early, the harmony collapses. If the drums lag behind, the energy falls apart. Your life is part of a much larger composition, and your waiting season was ensuring that when it's time for you to step into your part, everyone else involved is playing in perfect alignment. This Saturday, watch closely. Don't be surprised if unexpected calls come through, if an old connection resurfaces, or if you bump into someone who suddenly feels significant. These are not coincidences. They are divine alignments. The universe has been moving behind the scenes, preparing people to recognize your value at just the right time. Think about how many times in the past you tried to connect with someone, but the timing was wrong. Maybe they didn't respond. Maybe they overlooked you. Maybe the door was closed. And yet now, after the waiting season, those very people may suddenly take notice. What changed? It wasn't your worth. It was their readiness. The truth is, if certain people had entered your life too soon, they would not have valued you. They might have mishandled your gifts. They might have treated your blessings as ordinary. But through time, growth, and divine preparation, they've been tuned to meet you at the right moment. This moment, this weekend, signs of this alignment will begin to appear. Someone who once dismissed you may suddenly extend an opportunity. Someone who once doubted you may now see your strength. Doors that were locked may swing wide open, not because you begged harder, but because the timing finally matured. Chosen one, never underestimate the power of divine timing. While you waited in frustration, angels were working on the hearts of people connected to your destiny. While you cried out for breakthrough, the universe was rearranging circumstances to make sure your blessing wouldn't come through the wrong hands. And here's the beauty: you won't have to force it. You won't have to chase. When alignment happens, it flows naturally. Conversations fall into place. Meetings happen without struggle. Opportunities show up without you breaking yourself to make them happen. That is the signature of divine orchestration. So this Saturday, stay alert. That random text message, that surprising phone call, that person you cross paths with while running errands, it may not be random at all. It may be the universe placing the right person at the right place at the right time. The waiting season was not a punishment. It was a synchronization process. You were being tuned. They were being tuned. And now, the music of your destiny is ready to play in perfect harmony. Chosen one, never forget, Your wait wasn't just about you. It was about preparing the people who are destined to walk with you. And this Saturday, alignment begins. Chosen one, there is something extraordinary about time. It has a way of stripping away illusions and revealing truth. When blessings don't arrive quickly, when dreams seem delayed, the heart is tested. You begin to ask yourself, do I really want this? Or was this just a passing desire? Waiting is like fire. It burns away the superficial and reveals what truly matters. And that is exactly why your waiting season was meant to happen. If every wish had been granted instantly, you may have chased one thing after another without ever discovering your true calling. You might have settled for things that looked good in the moment, but weren't aligned with your deeper purpose. But the wait forced you to pause, to reflect, to question your desires, and in doing so, it revealed what your soul actually longs for. This Saturday, clarity will arrive like a spotlight. Suddenly, what once seemed urgent may no longer matter. The relationships you chased, the opportunities you thought you needed, the validation you once craved, it may no longer hold the same weight. Instead, you will feel an undeniable pull toward the dream that has survived every season of delay. That is the power of waiting. It eliminates the noise. Desires that fade away in waiting were never meant to define you. The ones that remain, the ones that burn inside you even when everything else fell apart, those are the desires that carry your destiny. Think about it like refining precious stones. Not every rock makes it through the process. Only the diamond remains unshaken. Your waiting season was that refining process. It stripped away shallow cravings, it silenced distractions, and it left behind the pure desires of your spirit, the ones that are eternal, not temporary. And now, this Saturday, those desires will begin to rise in your awareness with undeniable clarity. You will know what's truly for you, because it will feel natural, aligned, and unshakable. You may realize that quick wins and shallow pleasures no longer attract you. Your spirit has matured. You are no longer drawn to instant satisfaction, but to meaningful goals. You are no longer searching for applause. You are seeking purpose. Chosen one, that shift inside you is no small thing. It's proof that the waiting season did its job. It grew you. It aligned your heart with your higher calling. This weekend, expect the divine to highlight what is truly yours. It may come through a sudden burst of inspiration, a conversation that sparks a new vision, or even a quiet inner knowing that says, "This is it. This is what I was waiting for." And here's the beauty. Once you align with your true desires, the universe begins to align everything else. Doors that stayed closed before suddenly open, because you are no longer chasing what isn't meant for you. You are walking in sync with what was written for you from the beginning. Chosen one, your waiting season was never wasted. It was a filter. It revealed what was temporary and what was eternal. It proved which dreams were fleeting and which ones were fire. And the ones that survived, that dream, that vision, that desire that never left you, those are the ones that will lead you into your destiny. This Saturday marks the turning point. You are stepping out of confusion into clarity, out of distraction into alignment, out of shallow desires into divine purpose. The wait brought you here for a reason, to show you what you really want, what you really need, and what was truly meant for you all along. And now, chosen one, you are ready to walk toward what is real, not what was just noise. Chosen one, let's lean into the most thrilling truth of all. Your wait was never a punishment. It was preparation. It was the universe rearranging, reshaping, and realigning things so that when the right moment arrived, everything would fall into place, like destiny finally clicking shut. Think about it. You've been praying, hoping, working, waiting, sometimes with tears in your eyes, sometimes with fire in your soul, and sometimes with frustration in your heart. There were nights when you asked, "Why is it taking so long? Did the universe forget me?" But chosen one, the truth is far from that. The delay wasn't a denial, it was a divine strategy. Because while you were staring at one door, thinking, "If only that would open, my life would change," the divine was busy building you an entire house. While you were wishing for a single opportunity, heaven was crafting a story so much bigger than your imagination could stretch. And that's why the wait felt endless. That's why doors kept closing. That's why opportunities seemed delayed. Because your blessing wasn't just a next step. It was a destiny-shaping moment that had to be prepared in secret before it could be revealed in light. This Saturday, the curtain rises, chosen one. This Saturday may very well feel different. You may wake up with a strange stirring in your spirit, as if something invisible has shifted. You may receive a phone call, a message, an invitation, or even a subtle sign that whispers, "It's time." What once felt silent may suddenly speak. The road that seemed blocked may suddenly open. And you'll realize that every moment of waiting was like standing in front of a stage, curtain drawn, heartbeat pounding. You didn't know when the show would begin, but now the curtain is finally about to rise. And behind that curtain, something you never saw coming. Something that carries both the weight of your prayers and the sweetness of divine surprise. Why the surprise needed space. If the blessing had arrived earlier, it might have been too small. If it came when you wanted it, you may not have been ready to carry it. Chosen one, the delay wasn't wasted. It was necessary. Because sometimes the blessing itself takes time to be built. The right connections had to be aligned. The right opportunities had to be positioned. The right timing had to unfold. It's like planting a seed. You don't dig it up every day to check if it's growing. You water it, you wait. And in the waiting, something miraculous happens underground. Roots grow deep, strength forms, and life prepares to break through the soil. That's what's been happening for you. Your waiting created the space for heaven to prepare something not just good, but extraordinary. The best for last. Here's the truth, chosen one. The divine always saves the best for last. That's why your process was so heavy. That's why your heart felt tested. That's why you felt like everyone else was moving forward while you stood still. Because what's coming to you isn't ordinary. It's not surface level. It's not temporary. It's a breakthrough designed to shift the course of your life forever. And that's why it took so long. That's why you had to endure seasons that felt endless. Because the surprise being prepared is greater than you could have asked for. Your patience was the key. Think about this. Your patience has created the stage. Your faith has fueled the moment. Your perseverance, even when nothing made sense, has unlocked the door that now stands before you. This Saturday, you may not see the full picture yet, but you'll get the first glimpse. It may come as a sudden opportunity. It may arrive in the form of a long-awaited yes, or it could even appear as a small confirmation that makes your spirit say, "Now I know." The wait was worth it. Chosen one, the divine surprise isn't just about blessing you, it's about blessing others through you. Your breakthrough carries ripple effects. Your success will inspire. Your testimony will set others free. And when it happens, you'll look back at the waiting season and whisper, Now I understand. Every delay was preparing me for this chosen one. Now you can see the truth. Your wait was never wasted. Every moment of delay, every unanswered prayer, every closed door was part of a bigger story being written for you. The wait tested your strength, revealed your heart, and prepared you for the blessings that are about to unfold. This Saturday is not just another day on the calendar. It is a divine marker in your journey. A moment where the pieces begin to fall into place. A moment when what once felt silent suddenly speaks. You've been stretched, refined, and strengthened in ways you may not even realize. And all of that was for one purpose: to make sure that when your breakthrough arrives, you are ready to carry it, protect it, and expand it. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Your story is not about to end, it's about to begin. The divine reason your wait was meant to happen is because what's coming is bigger, better, and more powerful than anything you've experienced before. So as this Saturday approaches, step forward with expectation in your spirit. Look for the signs. Open your heart to the shift. Walk boldly, knowing the delay was never denial, it was divine design. And when the moment comes, you will no longer ask, "Why did it take so long?" Instead, you'll say, "Now I understand. The wait was worth it, chosen one. This is your time. Your wait is over. Your season is here." If you feel this message was meant for you, type, "It's my time," in the comments and claim your blessing. And don't forget to subscribe, because your journey is just beginning, and greater revelations are on the way.